Man was just sitting on a chair by the pool, sunbathing. Out of nowhere, a golf ball flew in and struck him. The lucky coin he was holding instantly rolled into the pool. Without a second thought, Jack jumped right in to retrieve his lucky coin, but as soon as he reached the bottom, his butt was suddenly sucked into the pool's drainage pipe. No matter how hard he struggled, he couldn't break free. It turned out that just a few minutes earlier, he had casually placed a toy water gun on the garden hose. By accident, the toy water gun had fallen and switched on the drain valve. Now with his butt stuck to the drainage pipe, Jack had no way to catch his breath. But that wasn't the worst part, because Jack's body was blocking the drain. The suction only grew stronger. He endured excruciating pain, and within just 3 minutes, under the powerful suction of the pipe, Jack received no rescue. All of this was a disaster triggered by a single coin. After work, Annie saw an old man begging at the door. Out of kindness, she gave him all the change in her wallet. But to her surprise, the beggar scoffed at the small bills. He picked out the lowest value coin and threw it onto the street. The sound startled a flock of pigeons, and one of them dropped poop right onto Annie's car. She tried to clean it with the wipers, but it only smeared and made things worse. Helpless, she decided to drive into a nearby automatic car wash, but she didn't notice the warning signs at the entrance. Annie forgot to retract the car's external antenna. During the high-speed scrubbing, the antenna snapped and hit the power box. The circuits shorted instantly, and the conveyor belt stopped. Although the conveyor belt was stuck, the other cleaning equipment around her kept spinning. Annie began to panic. With brushes on both sides, she couldn't open the car doors, so she tried to drive forward by herself. But on the conveyor belt, the wheels couldn't gain any traction. Even worse, the sunroof malfunctioned and opened on its own. Right then, a water pipe burst above her. Large amounts of water poured straight into the car. Annie frantically banged on the doors and windows, but it was useless, as the cabin filled with water. She stuck her head out of the sunroof gap to gasp for air. At that moment, sparks flew from the power box, accidentally restarting the conveyor belt. The car was dragged forward, while Annie's head was stuck outside the sunroof. Seeing what lay ahead, Annie screamed desperately for help. Just as she was about to collide with the car wash equipment, another car rammed into hers from behind. Annie's car was finally pushed out of the automatic car wash. At the last moment, Lisa had arrived to save Annie, but what they didn't know was that death had not let them go.